Hello, everyone. So once again, this is Katie, and so this past weekend, February 11th, there was an event locally here called the Lake McBride Fat Tire Classic. So this is an annual event. It's sponsored by Sugar Bottom Bikes, and it makes a big loop around a lake around here called Lake McBride, and it is a fat tire only event. So there's a 30-mile race and there's a 10-mile fun ride. My original plan was to ride the 30-mile course and do the race, but a friend of mine who just recently in the last 6 months got back into cycling after many years was looking for somebody to ride with, and get back into cycling. And so she wanted to do this event. She got herself a fat bike and said, you know what, I'll sign up for the 10. I'll go do it with you. I don't have to race. I don't have to win this because I just won the triple D 17 mile. So it's like, I don't have to go prove to myself that I can go fast. So I decided to sign up for the 10-mile course and do this with my friend. So I'll get into it. I'll switch my screen here and I'll show you some screenshots and a little video clip of some of the course. So hang tight. So as I said, this is a fat tire race, and the bike on the screen here, this was loaned to me by Goldfinch Cyclery in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. This is a Salsa Bear Grease. This is the alloy frame. It's not the carbon. So this was a great bike, and this is the one that I won the Triple D 17-mile course race on. But the difference this time was I knew the course was going to be very icy. We had recently had some snow and slush and ice that all kind of fell at in the same storm. And then it got cold enough for it all to freeze. And so I knew it was going to be very icy. And originally these tires were not studded. So I talked to Goldfinch. I said, hey, I'm worried about this course. It's looking like it's going to be really icy. So we got some studs in these tires for me. And it was a really good choice. I'm glad we did it. And if anyone's wondering, those are my gloves sitting on top of the seat there. Somebody else saw this photo and they thought it was a feathered seat. It kind of does look like feathers, but it's two pairs of gloves. I have some glove liners and then I have my outer gloves that block the wind and stuff. So this is me and Kendra. This is actually after the race. You can see I'm all muddy. But that's my friend Kendra on the left there in the red jacket. And so she was an avid cyclist for many years and then got out of it for like 20 years. So like 6 months ago, she got back into cycling and she's been having a great time. She's been, losing weight and getting her fitness up and, and really having a great time getting back into the cycling community. So she got this Trek. I don't remember the model name, but she got a fat bike and she loves it. She's been having an absolute blast on this thing. So Kendra has also been going through kind of getting over social anxiety and stuff. So it's a good fit for this channel. So she runs her own group called Aspire to Cycle out of Iowa City, Iowa. So she's been trying to organize some rides and stuff. And so coming this spring, she's going to be much more active as far as getting groups together and getting people out. But she's been a good friend, and I've really enjoyed riding with her. So this was right before the start of the race. So I'm right here in the black with the Trek Verge jacket on. So this is a group photo of a group of ladies from the Fearless Women of Dirt group out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So we do all kinds of rides. We usually ride on Monday nights in the warmer months. So in the wintertime, we don't see each other much because there's no rides going on. So there was a group of us that showed up for this race and we're like, hey, we all know each other. So we did this group photo before the race started. This is a photo I took on a portion of the single track. A lot of the race is double track. It was like a double track kind of crushed limestone trail most of the way, but there was a section that went through the woods here, and I really love more of the off-road single track type trail. That's where I really I really feel at home. So I really enjoyed this portion of the race, and so I decided, I'm going to stop and take a photo. There's me being goofy. Had the camera pointed the wrong way. So this is the checkpoint. This was a little over halfway into the 10-mile course, and they were giving out samples of different products, and you can see people, they got their bikes parked here, and they're actually giving out free bacon. I'll show a shot of that. So there was an aid station. You could refill your water bottles. They were giving out some free bacon. There was a company that was giving away free like energy gel type things that they make. So kind of cool. There's a photo of the bacon. So somebody had bacon they were giving out for free. They had big like catering pot things. I don't know what you call them, but they had a whole bunch of it. So got some free bacon. This is the course summary. So this is me after the race. This is, I don't know, it's not topographical, so it's showing speed down here. So about the first half of the race, I was really cooking along. I moved up, let's see, I was in about 5th place to about here. And there was about 70 people, and I could have easily taken into probably 4th or 3rd place by the end of the race, but I had told my friend, I'm going to ride with you, and I didn't. So when I got that far, I was like, I really should slow down and go find Kendra, because even though I'm having a great time and I was really feeling very strong and very, just happy. It was a great event. I decided to hang back, wait for my friend, and I rode with some other people too. And then the checkpoint was over here, and then we went up and around to finish the race. So this is my legs after the race, because it was starting to warm up. It was getting up around 40 and things were melting, and it was getting pretty sloppy out. So that is the end of my photos here. So the last thing I wanted to talk about in this video is the Fearless Women of Dirt. So this is the group that I was riding with some of. We didn't have the entire group there for the race, but quite a few of the groups showed up for the race, and this has been a great group for me to be part of. I started riding with them in late spring of 2021. So it's coming up on 2 years I've been riding with this group. So this group is led by Leah Fuller in Cedar Rapids, runs the Cedar Rapids chapter. But this is a group that operates in multiple areas. So there's Cedar Valley, which is also in Iowa. There's Des Moines, also Iowa, Twin Cities, so up in Minneapolis. There's a Madison, Wisconsin group. There's Decorah, which is also Iowa. Cedar Rapids, of course. There's Twin Ports. I'm actually not sure where that's at, what state. And there's a New Mexico, Albuquerque group. So this has been, for me, a really good growing experience riding with the Fearless Women of Dirt, because as somebody who had been struggling with social interaction and getting out with new groups and new people, I found it very intimidating. And when I met Leah and her friend Beth, who also helps kind of make things happen, they integrated me into the group, and I really felt like these are people that I definitely want to be friends with and stay riding with for as long as I can. So it was fantastic that they got me in. They made me part of the group even when I felt like an outsider, and really helped get me out of my shell. They helped me to not be so intimidated by new people and new situations. So if you are in one of these areas and you've been dealing with, I want to do things, and maybe you're a cyclist and you want to get into some of the stuff, but you feel intimidated because, new people and new situations can be kind of scary, definitely check out a Fearless Women of Dirt group. You can find them on Facebook. That was how I originally connected with them. Great people. I can't say enough good things about this group. So I know here in Cedar Rapids, we ride in the warmer months. In the wintertime, we don't really have any events, but in the warmer months, we ride almost every Monday evening. We have an event. Locally, we find different trails. It's usually single track. We go out and ride different mountain bike trails. We also do some gravel rides occasionally. So definitely, if you can, plug into one of these groups because they're great.
So that's kind of the conclusion of the whole thing. This race was local to me. It was only about a 15-minute drive from my house. So there, I didn't do any overnight camping or anything, wild and exciting like that. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And, I just encourage you if this is your kind of thing, maybe you're into cycling, but you've also been dealing with, social anxiety and wanting to get out of that shell. As difficult and intimidating as it can be, try to get out and try some things like this because it was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed it. People hear about winter cycling and they think those are two things that just don't go together. Why would you want to go out and ride your bike in the snow and ice when it's, below freezing? But it is. It's a lot of fun. So, yeah, I encourage you. If this is the kind of thing that appeals to you, go out and try it. Try to find a group or even just a race to go do on your own. But if you can find a group, it's even better. And get out and try some of the stuff. It's a lot of fun. It's a great experience. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, get out, try some things. Bye.